After blocking Dr. Now's number because she failed to lose pretty much any weight throughout her entire journey, Stephanie became one of the most infuriating patients to ever feature on My 600 Pound Life. In an entire year on the program, she lost just 15 pounds, and somehow she still managed to blame Dr. Now for it. Honestly, I thought I'd covered a lot of the car crash episodes, but these My 600 Pound Life patients just somehow keep getting more and more deluded. Before all that though, we need to go back to the beginning, as Stephanie is currently so fat that her biggest worry is not waking up after she goes to sleep.
My biggest fear is going to sleep at night and not waking up in the morning. When I lay down, my weight pushes pressure on my chest and on my lungs. It is difficult to breathe, so I'm very scared to go to bed at night, especially knowing my kids are right there. I don't want them to wake up and me not wake up.
Stephanie lives in filth because she simply doesn't have the energy to tidy up. Although she lives by herself with her kids, her mum and stepdad come round every day to help look after her, the house and the kids.
Stephanie has to have assistance. Got it?
Yeah.
Stand there for a second.
Yeah.
Don't get dizzy. Not that long ago, a mass developed between her legs, and it's hard for her to walk now. It's hard for her to sleep. I worry all the time that she's not going to wake up, and I come and I'll find her not alive.
The mass that's formed between Stephanie's legs is what's known as lymphedema. When you're this fat, heavy deposits of fat physically crush the delicate lymph vessels, acting like a kink in a hose that prevents fluid from draining. As the fluid is trapped inside the tissue, it causes chronic inflammation that eventually hardens into a solid, heavy mass, often weighing over 50 pounds by itself. The mass even grows larger over time because gravity pulls down on it. The only way to remove this is by losing enough weight to safely undergo surgery, and Stephanie desperately needs to get in this position as soon as possible as it impacts her so much.
Her weight affects my life because I don't want to do anything without her. So I don't. I've put my life on hold so she doesn't feel bad if I go do something and she can't, because I want her to know that I'm here for her, and I'll sit and wait as long as I can until she can do things again.
Stephanie's mom, Diana, clearly dotes on her daughter and her grandkids, just waiting for her daughter to be ready to lose the weight. This is pretty difficult to understand, to be honest, as Stephanie knows the pressure she's putting on her family, yet she's done nothing to help the situation. The reality of the situation is pretty severe, as Stephanie, a grown woman, requires more care than any of her young children because of her weight. Instead of being a mother to her kids, she's too busy being babied by her own mother, while she also looks after the grandkids too.
Help her wash, but it's got to be quick because she has a hard time sitting there too long to do it. Careful.
You ready to push?
Yep.
Don't fall. Okay. After I shower, my knees are grinding like rocks. It hurts a lot. When they ask you, scale 1 to 10, I'm like a 20. I can get dressed most of the time on my own. Sometimes I need help with my pant legs.
Okay, there you go. All right, yeah, sit down for a second.
I catch my breath. I let my body feel a little better, and then I get up. And after that, I'm normally in my living room all day long.
The list is endless of what Stephanie needs. She needs someone to help her walk, shower her, feed her, dress her, all while she sits in the living room and just eats herself to death. The house is an absolute mess too, and I don't blame the grandparents because they're doing enough already as it is. I don't know how Stephanie can sit in such a filthy house. Like, I can't even relax and watch telly if me house is messy. And what's worse is the environment her kids are growing up in, surrounded by clutter, hoarding, and dirty clothes all over the floor. Now, watching what Stephanie is served for breakfast has actually shocked me into disbelief too. Her son and mother bring her not 1, not 2, but 3 plates piled high with food. While the rest of her family eats regular portions, she just engorges herself with pancakes, bacon, and liters of maple syrup, all before the school run.
My breakfast most of the time, my son cooks for me, and as they're getting ready for school, we watch cartoons. The smell is making me more hungry.
Yeah, I don't know how much syrup you want on there.
I'm constantly thinking about food. I love just how delicious it tastes, how happy it makes me feel, how like it melts away my thoughts. Brings me to life when I eat. It makes me forget about the bad parts at that moment, just for that little bit of time.
And if you watched my 10,000 calorie challenge where I ate this pretty much exact meal, you'll know how bad I felt afterwards, so I can imagine how she feels after eating this. To be honest, I don't even want to add up the calories here, but let's have a quick look. Stephanie has a plate of pancake and waffles, about 100 calories each. That's around 900 calories for her first plate. In the maple syrup, there's probably around 250 calories in a serving, and her plate is swimming in it, so I'm going to estimate she's have to have at least 2 servings. Moving on to the meat plate, she has what looks to be at least 8 sausages with an entire pack of streaky bacon. That's about 1,000 calories for the sausages and then 500 for the bacon. Now for the final plate with this questionable pink meat that I'm going to say is ham or gammon, followed by scrambled eggs. That's about 500 for the eggs, and honestly I'm not sure how much ham there is, so I'm just going to say there's 500 grams to be on the safe side. That's at least 800 calories. So adding all that up is a crazy 4,200 calories just for breakfast. And that's with my estimates being frugal. I'm not counting all of the syrup or butter in the scrambled egg, or the orange juice, so to be honest, it could be closer to 5,000. But how does someone get to this point of needing 5,000 calories for breakfast? Growing up, Stephanie wasn't always obese, but after a series of unfortunate events, she learned to associate food with comfort. Her dad passed away when she was young, leaving her and her family homeless. Stephanie's grandma even called CPS on her own daughter because she didn't believe that she was looking after the kids properly. This meant that Stephanie and her siblings had to go live in foster care.
And the day I found out he passed away, they took me into foster care because my mom didn't have a proper place for us to live. And it was really hard. I didn't get to cry. I get told he died, and then I get taken away from my mom. It's like I lost 2 parents the same day. I didn't get to talk about it. I just had to be strong for my brothers and put my emotions away. So I ate whatever I could to suppress them. Something to make me happy. I was in foster care for about 4 years.
In the beginning, I did not know where my kids were. And then after a while, I would get to have days without any monitoring. And I was staying in hotels at that time. And then I met Martin. He was my savior.
Stephanie was 16 when I met her mom. She was pretty lonely. She was basically by herself a lot of the time. She bounced around from house to house. They were just struggling. They were just having a horrible time. And when I came into their life, I just tried to fix it all. I was able to fix some of it, and it's just been a hard struggle since.
Being the oldest sibling, Stephanie felt it was up to her to be the strong one and make sure her family were okay. But because of this, she had no one to lean on apart from food. By the time Stephanie finished high school, she was over 250 pounds. And after the birth of her first son shortly after, the weight gain just kept on climbing.
Each pregnancy, the weight would come on, as she was pregnant, and then it didn't go away.
And his dad was just a person that I met one night, and we had a one night together. I didn't hear from him after that. As soon as I found out I was pregnant, I called my mom, and she sent my stepdad to come pick me up. And that's when I started living with them for a little while. And then I applied for housing and ended up getting where I am now. And now I have 3 kids, each with different dads.
At 30, Stephanie got up to over 400 pounds, and 6 years later, she gained over 200 pounds. Because of her size, Stephanie obviously stuck out a lot. It's not every day you see someone who's over 600 pounds, so unfortunately, people do stare at her. And because of this, Stephanie avoids going outside. At the supermarket, Stephanie is so big that even the motorized wheelchair can't hold her, and she needs her mom to push her.
Yeah, you might have to push me, even if it's wheels.
I know.
I know it's gonna go uphill.
Huh? I'll grab the basket and...
Well, you might have to push me up the hill. It's the part I don't like. My life's completely out of control.
I forgot it's hard on the hill.
Yes. This is embarrassing. This is why I don't come.
And the first aisle Stephanie goes to is, surprise, surprise, the bakery section.
We go to the bakery first?
Okay,
I'm gonna look at the cakes.
I have them.
When you feel like somebody's looking at you, you feel it. It's a constant in my life to get stared at. And most of the time I'm right. I look over and somebody's staring at me.
Stephanie buys 4 entire cakes. I don't know about you, but I literally don't buy cake unless it's someone's birthday or a special occasion. If you normalize eating cakes in this way, of course you're going to gain weight. In moderation, of course, they're fine, but eating 4 entire cakes in a week is completely insane.
Okay, anything else I can reach?
Right there, the fudge.
This?
Yes.
Okay.
In the biscuit aisle, Stephanie's trolley is absolutely packed. She couldn't fit more cakes in if she tried. And it's not just the fact that she's eating so many cakes, it's that everything in her trolley is literally in a plastic packet.
On your dip.
Ultra processed food, there's literally nothing fresh in there. There's not a single piece of fruit or vegetable or even meat in that trolley. It's probably like this because when she's hungry, she needs to eat fast. She doesn't want to wait until someone can come home and cook her a meal. She just needs to be able to grab something and eat it straight away. And when Stephanie can't even fit through the checkout, that should be a wake-up call to stop buying this insane food.
Oh, am I gonna fit?
You okay?
Yeah.
Your leg's starting to hurt?
Yeah.
Almost done. Are you gonna make it all the way through?
We're gonna pray.
You might have to back up and go around.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna back up.
You're stuck.
My
Can't get
legs.
through. All right, go around over there, and I'll be right here, okay?
Okay.
There's a trash can right outside the front door.
Here, put these in your basket, then I don't have to take several.
I honestly can't believe the amount of food. That's 3 full trolleys for only 1 week's shop. I wish we'd got to see the price because honestly I would not be shocked if that was at least $500. But despite all of this, Stephanie won't stop. Even though she knows she's limiting the time she has with her kids.
My life's completely out of control. But I know I need to lose the weight so I can live longer, be healthy. I'm killing myself at this point. I see death. I feel it, but thinking about dying makes me want to change my life, makes me want to get better. My kids really need me. I'm trying to get better for them. I don't want them to go without me. I don't want to die. I'm not ready. But I can't do it on my own.
Her last hope is Dr. Now, who will prescribe her with a specialized diet that will eventually lead to weight loss surgery if she is successful in her first few months. But Dr. Now resides in Houston, which is a 3-day car journey away for a person of regular size. At Stephanie's weight, she'll have to take a lot more breaks because of her size and associated health risks, like blood clots for example, so she will have to allow 7 days travel time, driven by her stepdad. It's too unsafe to travel by plane, and so this is her only option. And they're not even out of their town before she's ordering fast food.
Can I get the number 7 large with curly fries, the sourdough grilled chicken club sandwich, and an order of the 3 egg rolls?
Alright.
And can I get 2 of your overload cakes?
Alright, cool.
Thank you. No, that'll be all.
Alright, 4583 this end window, thank you.
Thank you. Is that all of it? All right, thank you.
Delicious.
An order of 3 main meals and 2 cakes is the perfect way to start a weight loss journey. And with another 6 days to go, I imagine Stephanie will gain more weight before she even gets there.
We're going to stop a lot to get food, to get comfort food, just to get through the trip. The only way. Try to make it bearable.
The journey is extremely difficult for Stephanie, and she's so uncomfortable that the only thing that makes her feel better is fast food.
About 5 hours yesterday. This has just been a lot harder than I thought it would be. This drive is hell. I'm swelling, can't get comfortable.
Oh, chairs hurt my legs though. My hip.
Want to move back to the car?
I need to be out of it for a minute.
Somehow, she makes it to Dr. Now's office in Houston a few days later and is ready to see her weight on the scale for the first time in years.
To Dr. Now's office to get his help to lose weight. My first appointment with him. Right now, I have to see the truth. I'm not looking forward to it. My highest weight was a little bit over that, so I'm happy that I've lost a little bit.
I'm surprised that Stephanie weighs less than what she thought, as normally it's the other way around. But before Dr. Now prescribes a weight loss plan for Stephanie, he needs to get a better understanding of what her diet is currently like and how many calories she's eating a day.
Just whatever I can get, I guess. I mean, for dinner, I'd have a big plate of spaghetti.
From the time you wake up, what time you wake up?
I wake up usually at 8 every morning with my kids.
Okay, so what do you eat at that time?
I eat with my kids usually. I'll have just a bunch of eggs and sausage, sometimes pancakes,
Okay, and so what do you drink in the morning?
chocolate milk, juice, sometimes
Chocolate
soda.
milk and juice.
Yeah,
Those are high-calorie drinks.
yeah.
Okay, then after that, what do you eat?
When my kids are at school, I'll snack and or I'll eat like
Snack on what?
sandwiches, or I'll snack on cupcakes and chips.
Who buys those cupcakes and chips?
I send either my stepdad or my son to the store. Sometimes my mom. I write a list and they go and buy me what I want, what I usually want.
Okay, who else is in the household?
It's me and my 3 kids.
So 3 kids, how old are the kids?
My oldest is 16, and then it's my daughter. She just turned 9, and then my youngest is 5.
Any of them have a weight problem?
My oldest. Yeah, he's 16 and he weighs about 400 pounds right now.
400 pounds. Okay, so your son or your stepdad will go get what you order.
Yeah.
Okay, so they're your enabler. So how are we gonna break that cycle of being everybody supporting your eating habit?
I'm gonna have to change it. They're gonna have to tell me no.
To hear that her 16-year-old son is over 400 pounds is pretty heartbreaking. It's bad enough to let yourself to get over 600 pounds, but when she's failed to properly educate her son and show him healthy eating habits, it honestly just seems like child abuse. Her younger children will also more than likely become morbidly obese. And it's easy to say why it's happened too, because she's so overweight, she can't supervise her children properly. And with a house full of cake and junk food and everything in a packet, they can just pick it up and eat it whenever they want.
What do you do all day? Do you work?
No, I'm usually just at home watching TV, which, you know, I don't want to be able to go to work.
So right now, how are you supporting yourself?
I have my mom and my stepdad to support me right now.
How long have you been doing that?
Few years now.
When you realize just how much Stephanie's parents do for her, it's easy to see how she got this big. She doesn't have a reason to even try to lose weight. Her mom and stepdad just do everything for her. At home, no one's made an effort to change. Her mom still buys whatever she wants and has never challenged her on it. This makes me skeptical that she'll ever be able to lose weight because she simply doesn't have to. She says she wants to do it for her kids, but her son's already over 400 pounds. Ultimately, it comes down to a lack of education. Stephanie just doesn't know how many calories in the food that she's eating, or she probably just doesn't care. She's even surprised when she learns that chocolate milk isn't healthy.
I thought milk was good for you. Just adding a little bit of chocolate might not hurt.
And the worst part is that she acts like it's funny. Like it's just cute and silly that she was drinking a litre of chocolate milk every day. It's not cute and silly, you're going to have a heart attack. It will be a massive shock when Stephanie reads the diet plan and realizes just how much she'll have to cut back on. Back at home 5 days later, Stephanie starts her diet and is surprised at how little she can have. Instead of a mountain of food, she makes a small plate of chicken, peppers, and onions.
I started a little bit of exercise. I feel a little bit more energized, a little more motivated. I'm starting to get there, starting to move around more.
How is it?
It's good. The food's different. It's not as sugary and sweet. I'm not used to that. So it's like a shock on my body. It's just hard to give up what I like and what tastes good. I saw you put garlic salt, but I don't taste it.
Just changes the flavor. You don't taste the garlic.
Can you actually put just garlic in it?
You could, but we don't have any. We'll have to get you some. I prefer the minced garlic.
Yeah, that. I eat a lot less, I've noticed now. Sometimes I want more and I'm like, just give it to me. But then I got people that tell me no. Martin tells me no all the time now. So I have to get used to it.
One thing I noticed when she's doing the diet is that she feels bad for making her kids eat the same things as her. But the food she's making is healthy, so she shouldn't feel bad at all. They're getting protein and lots of veggies. Yes, she could have bulked it up a bit more with some rice maybe for some more carbs, but this is a good start.
Because I don't have the energy or the time or the money to make 2 meals every time. So they're having to suffer from my mistakes. I feel bad about that.
This is a major reason why people gain weight after finishing the diet. They don't see it as a lifestyle change, but rather if they follow a diet for X amount of months, they can lose whatever weight they wanted, and then they'll just go back to eating what they were before, and then they want to lose weight again. If you see weight loss as a lifestyle change, you will be able to keep the weight off. The funny thing is though, that the kids actually like the food and eat all of it, enjoying both the meal and the time they get to spend with their mom eating together at the table. On Reddit, viewers of the show disagree with how Stephanie educates her children around food. I really had a big problem with Stephanie framing the healthy food as a punishment on her children. First of all, healthy food is not a punishment, and she's already setting her children up for a long-term failure. This person is totally right. Instead, Stephanie should have shown her kids some enthusiasm towards eating healthier, instead of acting like it's a punishment or a chore. There's no way they'll learn healthy eating if she continues to eat like this. Stephanie misses her next few appointments with Dr. Now because her mom is sick, so she can't watch the children while she goes. I'm usually quite harsh when people miss Dr. Now's appointments, but this is fair enough. However, when she also doesn't answer the phone to Dr. Now, suspicions will begin to arise.
All right, Stephanie, it's been a long time, and we tried to call you several times, and never got the answer. So what's going on with you?
A lot. My phone broke, so I didn't have a phone for a while, but I've been doing everything I can to lose the weight, to get out and do more things.
Do you feel like you lost any weight?
Yes, I actually went to the doctor about 2 weeks ago,
and he weighed me, and I was down quite a bit of weight.
So what was your weight?
When I went to see him, it was 530.
Okay, so what changes you made with your diet?
I've been following your book pretty good. I've been lowering the calorie count, more water. I've been trying to move around more and do exercises.
Well, that will put you on your loss if you're correct with that. 50 pounds in 5 months, that's a 10 pound a month. If you follow the book, you should lose a whole lot more than that. So what's going on with that?
I'm trying.
Now, losing 50 pounds in 5 months is pretty poor, to be honest, as she should have lost that in month 1. It's obvious she hasn't changed her diet as much as she should be doing, so clearly those healthy meals were probably just for the camera. As he knows she's slacking, Dr. Now asks Stephanie to come in for an in-person appointment, but when she arrives and gets weighed, it's an actual disaster.
Last time I was at 6'11", and Dr. Now gave me a goal of losing 50 pounds in 2 months. I know it's been longer than that, but I'm hoping if I hit my original goal, he'll be happy enough to move forward with me.
Step up on the scale.
So to hit that number, I have to be 561.
This one.
What? How did that happen? Why would my weight be that high? It doesn't make sense with how hard I worked.
5 months ago, Stephanie weighed 611 pounds, and now she's at 602 pounds. When she told Dr. Now she'd got down to 530 pounds, he obviously was lying, and Dr. Now isn't impressed.
Stephanie, it's been 5 months since I saw you last and made several phone calls. You never answered them. So what is going on with you?
I just dealing with my kids' schools, and I had gotten sick for a few weeks with COVID.
Okay,
And
that took 5 months?
No, I was dealing with my kids in school and my oldest son having some medical issues of his own.
Well, so what was your intention when you last came in 5 months ago to lose weight?
I still want to. That's why I'm here. I want to continue doing that.
I can lose 10 pounds in 1 week, okay? So this is the situation that related to the food. There's no other factor that control her weight besides whatever she eats. And the question is she manipulating you to bring in more food and all that?
No.
So you are just bringing her more than she needs?
Actually, I haven't been doing that since the last time I spoke to you.
We've actually been trying to cut back on a lot of things. It's been hard, but I'm working on it.
Well, there are issues that you need to understand. There's nothing justify you to overeat. And if you got issues that you have difficulty with mobility, that should be remind you to cut back on your eating. Okay? So are you serious about making the changes?
Yes.
Well, if you continue with the same thing, that's going to be very difficult for you to lose weight. Even if you lose 10 pounds a month, it's going to take you years to get there.
Right.
So what changes you are willing to make now?
I'm just going to reevaluate everything.
There's always the excuse with these kinds of patients, like, I'm working on it, or I'm trying so hard, when in reality, they're not doing anything at all. And the proof is there when she's only lost 9 pounds in 5 months. If her parents have stopped enabling her, then it's 100% her fault, because she is still just going to get whatever food she wants on her own. And I just cannot understand that she's okay with killing herself to eat more cake. Fans of the show despise Stephanie, with multiple people claiming that they couldn't even finish her episode because they were so annoyed with her. One fan even commented saying, she doesn't want to lose the weight. She likes the fact that her mom and stepdad take care of everything. She knows she won't have an excuse to sit in her ass and eat cakes anymore. She really irked me. That drive-thru order in the beginning was super ridiculous. Dr. Now gives Stephanie another chance to stick to the weight loss plan and lose 50 pounds over the next 2 months. If she doesn't, she won't be returned to the program until she does. With a burst of motivation from her telling off with Dr. Now, Stephanie joins the gym to burn some extra calories. It's great that she's made an attempt to become more mobile, but the main thing she needs to be focusing on is consuming less calories, because you can't outrun a bad diet. There's no way that she'll be able to burn more calories than she's eaten. We've all seen her diet, so she really should be starting with portion control rather than the gym. Plus, all the exercises that she does can be done from home too. She really only needs resistance bands and a set of dumbbells, and then she can start doing these workouts from the comfort of a living room without any excuses.
Is that one okay?
Huh? I've never used one of these.
Feel the burn.
Do I do so to the side?
That one you can also pass around like this, around to your backside.
Oh, shit.
That doesn't work.
No. I've never pushed myself this hard before. It's hot, it's sweaty, but I know it'll benefit me in the end. It moves muscles that I'm not used to moving. I'd love to come to the gym more. That's one of my goals, is to be able to actually be comfortable coming to the gym.
Are you feeling it? How's it going?
It's burning,
It's burning?
I'm sweating,
Well, it means it's working.
and I'm done.
Huh?
I'm done.
And I'm sorry, but that isn't a good workout. She was there for about 5 minutes and did 2 exercises, and Stephanie just wasn't pushing herself at all. She clearly could have done a lot more, but she just always wants to feel comfortable. Her attitude in the gym gives me the impression that she won't be able to stick to the program at all and will just eventually fail. And this proves true when she comes nowhere near her goal in the next weigh-in a month later.
Dr. Now gave me a goal of losing 50 pounds in 2 months. So if I did that today, I would be down to 552 pounds.
You want to step up on the scale?
Could have done better.
I don't understand. You changed everything.
We're going to room 5.
That's really disappointing.
Losing 6 pounds is even less than she lost last time. It's barely anything at her weight. Stephanie must still be eating around 5,000 to 6,000 calories a day to have lost this little. And the worst part is she won't admit that she is, claiming to not understand how she's lost so little.
I mean, sure, I lost weight, so that's good. But you know Dr. Now is not going to see it that way. I just don't understand because of how hard I've been working. It doesn't make sense. It feels like something must be wrong, because this doesn't add up. I didn't lose what I wanted to.
Unfortunately for Stephanie, it adds up perfectly. If you don't stick to the diet, you won't lose weight. It is literally as simple as that.
All right, so what's going on with you and your eating habit?
I'm trying. I've been trying new things, new healthier options. I think I'm still slipping up a little bit, but I've been trying.
Well, you haven't lost much weight this time, huh?
No, I'm disappointed in myself for that.
So what's going on with that?
I'm not sure. I mean, I'm trying to do, the best I can.
And we haven't done anything to move down to Houston either, huh?
No, I'm working on that. I have to make phone calls and stuff.
At this point, with all this trip you're making down here, I feel like you're really not serious about changing your life. So, you need to get your line of thinking to the point that, hey, I'm going to do this, and it's my responsibility to do that, and not to expect that you come here and make you lose weight.
Right.
It really, after all this time, I think this is your really last chance to make the changes and show your commitment to your health and your future. What I want to do is make arrangement for you to see a local clinic. Okay. When you go there, check your weight and see what your progress is doing. I'm going to set you another goal of losing 50 pounds in the next 2 months. And if you make progress in the future, then we can consider moving to Houston. But at this point, it seems like far away from weight loss surgery.
With Stephanie's attitude and lack of progress, it's pointless her continuing to work with Dr. Now. Instead, she can continue the diet on her own and check in with the local hospital for weigh-ins, as they will have a scale big enough to weigh her.
It just doesn't make sense, because I've been doing everything to a T. It's hard to do all the work, and someone tells you it's not enough. It's just discouraging. So it really feels like I've been treated unfairly. I'm trying to stay motivated and do everything I'm supposed to, even though it's hard. Sweet.
It's honestly infuriating to listen to Stephanie talk about how much she's tried when she hasn't tried at all. What's worse, she even blocked Dr. Now's number, so we can't even get in touch with her.
She seemed to block me, so I am unable to call her. She missed the appointment that we set up at a local clinic, so she likely didn't lose any more weight. So at this point, there is nothing more we can do for her. I think the reality is that Stephanie never intended to do what she needed. Her plan was to put forth minimal effort and then try to make excuses and manipulate me to get what she wants, like she does with her family. And now she's realizing it's not going to work, so she's quitting. It is unfortunate because we have given her the tool and opportunity to turn her life around. But in the end, she's just looking for someone to come in and solve her problem. and do the work for her by giving her weight loss surgery. And that's not going to happen. But if she decides at some point to put forth the effort she needs.
By the end of the episode, Dr. Now and Stephanie have two completely versions of how the past year went down. Dr. Now is firm in his opinion that Stephanie never made any progress, which is true, she only lost 15 pounds in an entire year, while Stephanie blames Dr. Now for looking down on her and failing to see the changes that she's made.
I feel like it's been a raw deal from the start. I feel like Dr. Now never saw the good in me, and he never wanted to acknowledge the progress I made in my behavior.
And today is walk day.
Just because it didn't show up on the scale doesn't mean that I wasn't changing things for the better. I'm still trying to lose weight, and I want my family to be healthy along with me.
I don't even know what she's referring to here. Again, she's only lost 15 pounds in an entire year. Still trying to lose weight while eating the McDonald's chicken burger? Honestly, I'm not even sure what she means when she says nothing was good enough for Dr. Now. What exactly do you think was good enough? She didn't change a single thing. However, while Stephanie made no progress on the show, it seems like she has after episode aired. In a Facebook post she shared in May 2025, she looks like a completely different person. I wish I knew how she managed to lose weight, but she hasn't publicly shared this yet. Maybe another doctor chose to give her the weight loss surgery before she lost any weight, but unfortunately, we won't ever know. Stephanie never really cared to try much in her episode. She was self-absorbed in her imaginary progress. But at least she was able to lose a lot of weight after her episode aired. And if you want to see another complete failure on my 600 pound life, click the video on your screen now. Follow my Instagram at BigCraigYT, subscribe to my main channel and my compilation channel. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.